Yeah. So I've been having a pretty good week emotionally. It's been a good one. I'm a fan of it. I'd like to keep that going. But I'm a realist. I know that that's absurd to expect because good moods, like all moods, end. Things change. Life happens, right? I have like a personal philosophy, right? It's get through the bad times and make the most of the good times. What does that mean? It means a lot of things. I try to be as productive as possible in the good times. What does productive mean? It means to just do things. Anything really. See people, talk to people, make something, just do something. So here's a couple things that I do to make the most of my good times. Whew. Number one, and most important really, is to work. Right? Because when I'm feeling good, I have a tendency to want to do nothing, right? Because when I'm doing nothing and I'm feeling good, I'm just relaxing and everything's great. But it's not great. It's not. Doing nothing, while important every once in a while, actually leads to me feeling not great. Right? So if I'm doing nothing because I'm feeling good, I'm almost sabotaging myself, and that's no bueno. I also find that when I do work and I complete something, it makes me feel better. So that's a double whammy right in your face. And it's a good face because you're feeling good. Another thing I like to do when I'm feeling good is just talk to people, right? Ideally in person, but if not, you can just use the internet, it's there, and just talk to people because people are just such a good source of things for me. And I like people a lot. Now don't get me wrong, I like my alone time, and alone time is important, but also sometimes I don't like my alone time, and people are important in that case. And while I am of the belief that you don't necessarily need people to be happy, I think, on the other hand, what's really the point of doing anything good if you don't have anyone to share that experience with? I think sharing your life and sharing who you are and what you're feeling, especially if it's good with another person, is super great. I'm into it. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm a realist. I understand that it's not always good. You know, last week I had a bad week. You know, you have good weeks, you have bad weeks, you have in the middle weeks, you have something else. You have weeks, and as a human being, you feel a lot of different emotions, right? But you know what's the great thing about doing work and doing things and people is that they can be applied to most situations and emotions and improve that situation or emotion. Because like last week, I was having a real bad week. No real reason, brain just decided to be like, bah! And that's just, I don't like when that happens, but it happened. And what did I do in this situation? I worked, whether it was at work, literally. I made some videos, I wrote some stuff, and then I talked to people about where I was and what I was doing, and those things helped me get to this good week that I'm then trying to enhance with more work and more people. Basically, there's a theme here. I have a lot of people that come to me and ask me things like, I am so sad right now. How do I get myself feeling better? How do I do that? And to be honest, I don't know the answer to that question, and oftentimes I don't really know the answer for myself. And I think one of the most important things, at least in my experience of almost 22 years of existence, is that there should be basically two main constants in your life: work and people. That should be it. Life is gonna throw variables at you. Life is gonna just make things real difficult sometimes. It's gonna make them easier other times, but there should be two things that are always there: work and people. Yes, sometimes good things just happen to us or are handed to us, and that's great, that's awesome. I'm definitely a fan of that. But I think that the things that we really treasure in our lives are the ones that we work for, the things that we bust our butts for, and I think that's why work should be a constant, because you get to earn those things and you get to feel that genuine pride in yourself at all times. And like I said earlier, what's really the point of earning anything if you're not going to share that with anyone? I think by our very nature, humans are social creatures. We rely on each other for so many different things. An independent life on its own, yeah, of course, that's important, right? You should always be proud of yourself just on your own. You shouldn't need other people to make you feel better, but other people are there and they can enhance that. They can make you feel better about the situation that you're in. They can help you become a better person. Yes, they can hurt you. Yes, they can let you down, of course, but they can do the good stuff too, and that's great. This video went in a direction that I was not expecting it to go, and I like it. I like it. If you have any thoughts on anything that was just said, you can leave a comment about that and I'll be reading them. Yeah. But as always, I'm Connor Manning. You've just become a little more awesome, and I will see you guys on Monday. This video felt so vintage Connor. Good lord, I had no idea what I was doing. And then I turned the camera on. And then we're here. I don't even know what the title of this video is gonna be. That'll be an adventure. How do I make this searchable enough to get views on YouTube? Is what is what the thought there is. Not always the cross eyes, but you know, YouTube.